Let's bring in Larry Haas, former White House official. Larry, thank you very much for being here. Now, this stock market drama, how do you think it's playing out south of the border? And do you think it's getting to Trump?
Well, it certainly must be getting to Republican members of Congress. I mean, keep in mind they in the House run for re-election in 2 years, actually less than 2 years. So November of next year. There is growing thought that these tariffs, particularly as they keep ramping up in this tit for tat that your premier just talked about, is greatly raising the chances that we are going to dip into a recession. A recession would wipe out House Republicans next year and really severely hurt Senate Republicans. Now, Trump does seem a little bit immune at the moment to any political pressure. He seems to have an awesome stubbornness about himself when it comes to trade and what he thinks is right. And somehow we're going to, raise tariffs and we're going to protect ourselves and the economy is going to boom with tax cuts. History would suggest otherwise, but whether he can be convinced or be convinced by Republican lawmakers who are going to be really feeling the pressure soon remains to be seen.
Any sense, if he may back down on tariffs?
Yeah, there is a sense that he may back down on tariffs. I mean, he does have a history of backing down after either getting or pretending to get some sort of a concession. So we may see some, discussion between U.S. and Canadian officials, U.S. and, maybe even Chinese officials, in which Trump will claim that he, got a pound of flesh out of you or out of Beijing or something and, got what he wanted. And now we no longer have to pressure the Canadians. I don't really know how to read this, but there is definitely precedent for that kind of a thing. So we shouldn't think that inevitably this is just going to get worse and worse and worse.
What do you think the end game is here?
The end game for Donald Trump is to prove that he's right. And whether that is from a face-saving concession from you north of the border or from another country, or it's an economic report that shows that things aren't as bad as people are worrying about, or it's a rebound in the stock market after a correction. The end game is for Trump to win something. And in the meantime, we're seeing a lot of pain. Hopefully he's going to win something soon so we can all get back to rational economic policy.
You said it well there. Now, the House will vote to prevent a government shutdown today. What will you be watching for?
Well, the whole game is going to be whether Republicans can hold their very, very slim majority, keep all their members in line, and get it through the House. The Senate's an entirely different deal where, Republicans are going to need, the help of Democrats. So what happens in the House today is not necessarily what's going to happen down the road. But the key test now for Republicans is can they keep all their Republican members in line with this slim majority? Because House Democrats, unlike the way they normally act with regard to keeping the government open, have basically said to Republicans, okay, you wanted to be in charge, be in charge. We're probably not going to provide you with any votes. So that's where the drama is today. But I do want to emphasize that today's vote, however it goes, is in no way going to determine where we wind up because the Senate is a completely different animal.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Larry, thank you very much for being here. Great chatting with you.